Hello, I am Dr. Deepthi and we are discussing physics for artists. Waves come in two basic types depending on the type of vibration. Imagine laying a long slinky on the ground and shaking it back and forth. You would make what is called a transverse wave. A transverse wave is one in which the medium vibrates at right angles to the direction the energy moves. If instead you pushed forward and pulled backward on the slinky, you would make a compressional wave. Compressional waves are also known as longitudinal waves. A compressional wave is the one in which the medium vibrates in the same direction as the movement of energy in the wave. Let us try to understand certain terms related to waves. Crest is the topmost point of the wave medium or greatest positive distance from the rest position. Trough is the bottommost point of the wave medium or greatest negative distance from the rest position. Wavelength is the distance from crest to adjacent crest or from trough to adjacent trough or from any point on the wave medium to the adjacent corresponding point on the wave medium. Amplitude is the distance from the rest position to either the crest or the trough. The amplitude is related to the energy of the wave. As the energy grows, so does the amplitude. So, a tsunami has large energy associated with it. Frequency is the number of wavelengths to pass a point per second. Wave frequency is often spoken of as waves per second or pulses per second or even cycles per second. The SI unit for frequency is Hertz. 1 Hertz frequency is inverse of 1 second. In fact, frequency is inverse of time period. Time period is the time it takes for one full wavelength to pass a certain point. If you see 3 wavelengths pass in 1 second, can you tell me what will be the period? Always remember, frequency and period are reciprocals of each other. So T is equal to 1 upon F and F is equal to 1 upon T. Speed of sound. Typically, there are two terms in physics, speed and velocity. Speed is magnitude only and velocity has magnitude as well as direction. So in terms of physics, speed is a scalar and velocity is a vector. Here we are using the term speed. Average speed is always a ratio of distance to time. Velocity is equal to distance upon time. In the case of wave speed, an appropriate distance would be wavelength lambda. So, velocity is equal to lambda upon time. But we know that time is inverse of frequency. So, velocity can also be written as a product of wavelength and frequency. To talk about speed of light, it is way slower than light. That is why we hear sound echoes but don't see light echoes. In fact, we see the lightning before we hear the thunder. Typically, speed of sound is seen to vary due to certain factors such as temperature, medium density, humidity, etc. At room temperature, speed of sound is around 343 meter per second, while at 0 degrees Celsius, it would be around 330 meter per second.